Hello, welcome to this new video where today we're going to try and understand how Hitler set out to grow control over Nazi Germany. So Nazi Germany is a totalitarian state, and this means that everything was controlled by the Nazi Party. There are some obvious things they control, like political parties, the police and the army, but they also set out to ensure that every aspect of people's lives were overseen by the party in some way. It might help to think about an ordinary German going about their lives. Let me introduce you then to Uta. Every morning when Uta is eating his breakfast, he reads the newspaper. Now the journalists who write for his newspaper are often told what they could or couldn't publish, and those that oppose the Nazis are shut down and their writers made to disappear. Say Uta gets bored of the newspaper and instead he wants to listen to the radio. Now from 1933 onwards, all stations are censored and all of them placed under Nazi control. Certain types of music are banned, and traditional German music itself is promoted. You'd also hear regular broadcasts from Nazi politicians, and what's more, all radios are designed to have short ranges, stopping listeners from picking up foreign stations. Now, as he sets off about his day, the buildings he walks past when he leaves the house will be draped in huge Nazi flags, and any new party buildings he sees will have arches and pillars to try and seem grand and historic. Modernist architecture is frowned upon. If Uta wants to go to a gallery or museum during his day, again there'll be strict controls on what he can and can't see. Art by people like Picasso and Van Gogh is removed from galleries, along with anything deemed too modern or abstract. Instead, these are replaced with realistic and traditional pieces with a clear political message in support of the Nazi Party. Likewise, if he planned to go to the cinema that day, the only films shown are ones approved by the Nazi Party, and he'll have to sit through newsreels about German achievements first. Even the film itself will have a Nazi message. Hansi the Canary was a cartoon character for children based on Hitler himself, and his adventures would see him face off against villainous, stereotypical Jewish characters. In the evening, Uta might go to a football match, or in 1936, he might have been lucky enough to get to see the Olympic Games. All sporting events are again used by the Nazi Party to promote their ideology. All athletes will do a Nazi salute, and the idea of physical excellence and sporting ability is seen to demonstrate German superiority. After what has undoubtedly been a very tiring day for him, Uta finally gets to go home. Deciding to unwind, he might pick up a book to read before bed. If it was a recent book, then it would have had to have been checked by the Chamber of Culture, whilst owning any older banned books could get Uta into serious trouble. Books by Jewish authors, communists and anti-Nazis are all banned, and millions of books are publicly burnt by the Nazis. In charge of all of this is Joseph Goebbels. He oversees propaganda, control and censorship in Hitler's Germany. When we think about all of these influences, you can start to get a sense of how the Nazi Party controlled and influenced every aspect of people's lives. Some historians refer to this as the Nazification of Germany. These changes have also been used to explain why there may not have been more resistance and opposition to Nazi policies. I hope that you found this video useful and at least vaguely interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd also love to know if there are any other examples of control or propaganda you can think of that I might have missed out. Thank you very much for watching.